What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Campus and Pro. And today's video, we're going to be recapping our college football crazy rivalry week and our upcoming conference championship games. Preston, take it away with the recap of last week.
All right. So Ohio State finally won the big game after a few years. They beat Michigan, which Michigan's offense did not look good. And Julian Saint, even though he had an interception, he did have a good amount of passing touchdowns, and he looked good and looked poised most of the game, leading Ohio State to a victory. Which that game, 1 versus 2 this week, but we'll get at that in a second. And Georgia, they beat Georgia Tech. I think we all saw that coming because we all know Georgia Tech really they started out really hot, wasn't all that. But Auburn kept it close versus Bama. Auburn, every time they do something good, they just shoot themselves in the foot of a penalty or doing something stupid. I mean, yeah, and Oregon won this game. Everyone expected that,
Yeah, it
but
wasn't.
but
Yeah,
yeah. But look
watching
at
it.
this.
Dude, no, wait. For that
What do you
Auburn
say?
game, the Auburn game was crazy. I actually
Oh
enjoyed watching
yeah.
that game a lot, especially towards the end. Auburn had a chance to win it, and then,
hmm
like you said, they shot themselves in the foot like on three separate occasions. But yeah, big win for Alabama there.
Can we talk about the ACC for a second and how a five-loss Duke team has a chance to make
They're not gonna get it.
win
They're
the
not gonna get
ACC?
it.
But if Duke wins, then James Madison might get in. That's something to think about.
Yeah, dude, a 7-5 Duke team playing versus Virginia in the conference championship is crazy. I don't know. This is gonna be like a really interesting week. I'm interested if like Miami's gonna get in, BYU, teams like that, like right on the fringe.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right, one thing I gotta mention, we just had signing day, and as of right
hmm
now, USC has the #1 class in the nation.
USC does. Oregon, Notre
Yeah,
Dame,
but
Alabama follow.
you gotta remember, but these are just high school kids, not really transfers are put into play in this yet. So I bet you once transfers get put into play, Texas Tech's gonna jump from like 19 to like 7, but
Yeah. What
just
about the
because
other team on there?
the Baylor Bears at number 81.
Bro, we fell from 25 to 81 in about 72 hours. That's insane,
You,
bro. That's
you
what
had
happens when
three top 100 players decommitted
yeah, we
or
still have a
flipped or
couple four
whatever.
stars, but we don't have a lot of recruits, so that's why we're all the way down there. Still not good at all. Can't be losing guys like that. Says a lot about what those players think about this program right now. But yeah, we're not gonna get too deep into that. But let's go ahead and get straight into our storylines for this week. Um, obviously we have conference championships coming up. We got the Big Four, and then a couple interesting group of five games that could play out for a playoff spot, which I'm curious to
Mhm.
see are gonna happen. I don't know. That's like another conversation we can have, like talking about like group of fives getting the playoffs. I just really don't think your
They deserve
Tulanes or
it.
your North Texases are gonna beat whoever's the first two teams out. Like I don't think Tulane or North Texas is gonna beat BYU or Miami. That's a whole nother video we could talk about, but
Yeah, but
I don't
like
know.
speaking of like Boise State, that was like an anomaly
Yeah, that
because
was a different. Like they
they
were
were
undefeated.
good.
They were beating teams. Like that was a good team.
And
That's different.
they play teams like Oregon close in the season,
Yes.
but like these are like 1 and 2 loss like group of five teams, which they're very good group of five teams. But put them up, they'll play the 5-12 matchup, then they'll play the 1 seed. So it's
Yeah,
like,
and they're gonna get killed in the 5-12 matchup. So like it's
hmm
just I don't know. It sucks to see, but hopefully they change that in the
All
future.
right. Do you want to get into the game of the day, college game day?
I do.
Georgia versus Alabama once again.
Shocker, right?
Real shocker.
Another or another SEC championship, Georgia, Bama. Curious to see how this one's gonna go. I don't know if it really means as much as it used to. I mean, even if Alabama loses, I'm pretty sure they're still gonna get in.
Yeah, pretty sure they are.
That's just the way it's looking right now. Georgia,
hmm
they're a lock. But yeah, it's still gonna be a fun game. Gunnar Stockton going against Mike
It's
Simpson.
always a fun game with these two teams.
Yeah, it took Georgia. Remember how long it took Georgia to beat Saban? I think it'll be a little different now. But yeah, two good quarterbacks are gonna go at it. Should be for a fun
hmm
game. Nate Frazier, 108 yards versus GT the other night or last week, and then Zachary Branch had 53 yards and a touchdown. So curious to see how their teams are gonna line. Yeah, I think it's played in Mercedes-Benz per
Yeah,
usual.
playing Mercedes-Benz. You could say Georgia has a bit of advantage, but them Alabama fans be
And they
traveling in.
travel.
And
They travel for
they
sure.
are from anywhere and everywhere. Everyone's an Alabama fan.
They might not have graduated or named five players on the team, but hey, they're fans.
Order from the South.
Yeah, or they're just from the South. Go Bama. But yeah, it should be
But
a
yeah,
good defensive
yeah.
matchup.
Yeah, this can be a I don't know. Kirby Smart, he's always gonna have his defense ready. But the thing is, Georgia's defense has been amazing this year. But I don't know. This is such like a close game because it's Georgia, Bama. It's always gonna be so close. But I think I'm gonna give Georgia a slight edge in this game, and I'm picking Georgia in this one. But it's slight. It really, to me, it depends on the quarterbacks. If the quarterbacks come up and play, whoever's quarterback plays better is going to win this game to me. And Ty Simpson, the last few weeks, he's really let off the gas a little bit. I don't know what it is. He had that middle of the season, he was amazing. He looked like a top 10 NFL draft pick, but now we're not too
Yeah.
sure. I feel like Gunnar Stockton's going to get the job done for the Bulldogs in this one.
Yeah, I agree with what you said. This is gonna come down to quarterback play, who's gonna play better. Both of these teams, they align pretty well. Like they're pretty similar teams. So
Hmm.
it's really just gonna come down who's playing better, who's completing the big passes, making the big plays, the 50-50 balls. So yeah, I think it's gonna come down to that, and I think I'm gonna take Georgia in a slight edge in this game.
Fair. It's a battle of the trenches if you really think about it.
Battle of the trenches. Yep.
All right,
All right.
is this one versus two, right? It's one versus two.
This is one versus college game day didn't go here. That shocked me. One versus two in college game day didn't go.
Hmm.
It's
I
interesting.
don't know. Yeah, we have Indiana versus Ohio State if you didn't know, but I'm assuming you did. But yeah, this is one of the first times in Big Ten championship history that both teams enter are undefeated. This is mainly because there used to be like sides in Iowa would end up making it every year because one side would
Yeah.
be stacked and team would play
Yep.
Iowa. But yeah, but both teams there looked incredible this year. They have two Heisman candidates in Julian Sain and Fernando Mendoza, which Indiana right now is the nation's fifth best offense, and Ohio State's defense is looking generational right now. If multiple kind of NFL players, they could have two top 10 draft picks with Arvo and what's his name, Caleb Downs. But
Yeah.
what do you think about this?
I don't know. It's an intriguing matchup. This is like the least like hyped up anticipated one versus two game I
I
can
know.
recall. Like it's like I mean, because like I don't know,
It's
that's like kind of like what the new format
yeah,
did. It's like it doesn't mean as much anymore. It's like,
because they're
dude,
both can get a bye.
yeah, literally, like we have one versus two playing, and it's like nobody's talking about it. But it's still really cool to see both teams undefeated. I don't think anybody wants to have a loss on their record. But I don't
Mm-mm.
know, man. Ohio State looked good last week versus Michigan.
They did,
Took a
but
while
one
to get
thing.
rolling, but they
Yeah.
look good.
One thing I do gotta say about Ohio State is like how focused are these teams gonna be on this game compared to be overall in their head about the national championship?
Yeah, I know. I
Because
completely.
both teams they can lose this game and they'll still first round bye and they can just get ready for national championship. So
Yeah,
you,
for
you really
sure.
gotta think where their mind's at. But I feel like Kurt Signetti, I feel like he's gonna want to win a Big Ten championship just for his resume and to prove that they belong and they're not just like
Yeah,
leading teams. Because everyone knows who Ohio State is, and they won the championship last year. They haven't lost a game in like over a year. But that's just what I think. You really gotta,
I
yeah.
yeah, I agree. I think Indiana's gonna come out here and make a statement and say, "Hey, look, we're legit. We're here.
Mm-hmm.
We belong here." Ohio State's been in this game a million times. It doesn't mean as much to them. I mean, obviously, I think these guys are going to come in, still win a Big Ten championship. It
Yeah,
just
for
doesn't
sure.
mean like what it used to. Yeah, but Indiana, got a lot of new guys, new coaches. They're going to want to come in, prove a statement to the country, and try to win this game. So just because of that, I think I'm going to take Indiana in this game. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game, but I do think Indiana is going to prevail
Some
24
Big
21.
Ten football.
Big Ten football.
Yeah, I think Indiana's gonna come in and want to win this game. Just for that, I think I'm gonna go with the Buckeyes in this one, just because their defense is the nation's best this year, allowing 7.8 points per game, 203 yards per game. But at the same time, Indiana's offense is top five. So, but it's
It's
gonna
going to
be
be
really,
fun.
it's gonna be who comes to play. But I'm taking Ohio State in this one.
Yeah, that's a safe pick. I think it's going to be a fun game.
Oh, for sure. You want to get it to our Big 12 championship game?
Of course, our next conference championship, BYU, Texas Tech, Jerry Jones,
Rematch,
Palace up the road from here.
rematch.
Yeah, big rematch. This game sold out last week. It's gonna be a fun game, man. BYU, they're going to have a point to prove. They went into Lubbock earlier this year, got killed. That game was like, what was it, 29-7? That game should have been
Yep,
46 to 7.
29-7.
Tech was in the red zone about 10 times in that game. Um, so yeah, Tech, they want to win a Big 12 championship. I don't think they've won one maybe since what 2005 with Crabtree if they won it that year.
But both of these teams are gonna want it so bad.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, both of these teams. BYU Tech's a lock. BYU, they have to win this game to get into the college football playoff, which
Which
I
is
think is so stupid. They're
it's
11.
crazy 'cause they have one loss to the number 4 team in the nation.
Yes, and they're 11-1. They beat Utah. They beat Cincinnati. Like this is a good football team.
Yep.
There's never been a team, a Power Four team, 11-1 ranked this low in the playoffs. Like number 11 is insane. I think it's just disrespectful to BYU. So they
hmm
need to come out here. They need to make a point to the committee. Like, hey, we belong in. Even it's just a thing. Even if they lose this game off a field goal, they're not going to get in,
Yeah, I
and
know.
it sucks for
Yeah.
BYU.
I agree. You know, the thing of a BYU, I feel like they have to be so angry and so mad at Tech that they have to give this thing everything they got because their season's on the line. Because like if they lose this game, they're gonna be playing in the freaking in the Pop Tarts Bowl.
Yeah,
So like,
no, 100%, bro. And
but I feel like what's up? You
no,
go.
go ahead.
But I feel like Tech, they want to prove they belong. They want to win the Big 12, which they haven't done in years. And Tech, they haven't always been this good, especially the past years. They've had a bunch of mid. But I think Tech's going to take this one because I think they're just going to win it. And I think Tech's defense really. If Jake Rodriguez, he might throw another interception at quarterback this week, but he'll probably rush one in. But yeah,
Heisman case, right?
yeah. But
Um,
I'm taking Tech in this one.
yeah, I'm in with you. I'm gonna take Tech. I really like this BYU team. This Tech team has too much star power. You know, you got
I do think
Caleb
this game will
Douglas.
be a lot closer.
Yeah, I agree. I think it'll be a closer game, but I just don't know how they stop Tech. I think it's gonna be more high scoring. BYU's gonna come out. They want a point. They got a point to prove. I just can't do it. I gotta take Tech. Tech's a really good football team.
One thing
It
I
would
gotta
not
say
shock
about
me
BYU is their quarterback Bear. If he can step up and make big plays and have some explosive plays, then they will be in great shape. Because
for sure.
sometimes he's just throwing checkdowns and all that, not really making the big plays. But if he can
Yeah,
make some real good plays, then it'll be a real good game.
most definitely. But yeah, it's gonna be a fun game.
All right, with this 7-5 Duke Blue Devils versus the Virginia Cavaliers.
Wow. I can't, bro. I don't think I can tell you the time I've seen a 7-5 power four team in the playoffs, or not in the playoffs, excuse me, in the conference championship game, if ever. Um,
Yeah.
Virginia beat Duke 34-17 in the regular season,
Yeah,
back
but
almost a month
this
ago.
is not the regular
This
season.
is not the regular season. Hey,
Anything can happen.
big game in Charlotte, North Carolina here. Chandler Morris, ex-TCU legend, North Texas legend. He's been balling
hmm
out there.
Yeah.
Darian, is it Mensah? Is that how you say it? Pronounce it right? Darian Mensah.
Darian Mensah, yeah. I mean, didn't Duke pay him like a
They
hefty
gave that
amount of
boy some
change?
money, yeah.
I mean,
Um,
they made the ACC
hey,
championship.
it was worth it, right?
It's because they have so many like non-conference losses because they lost like Illinois, they lost to
UConn.
UConn. I
Dude, I
don't
don't
know
know.
who
There
else,
should be
but
Miami in here, but Miami always Miami's.
Miami, I know. It's just like it's because like common wins versus common opponents, and it's
Yeah,
like
it was a really interesting tiebreaker. Um, Dude, I don't know. I mean, I think Virginia's gonna win this game.
I do
They should
too.
win this game.
But I don't
Maybe Duke
know.
is interesting. If Duke wins this game, it's gonna be utter chaos. It's gonna be very interesting to see what the committee does off of
Yeah,
this game.
this is Duke's first ACC championship appearance since 2013.
Wow. That
13
was
years.
13 years ago. That's insane. I don't know. Who do you think's gonna win this game?
I think it's going to be a good game, but honestly, I think Virginia is just a better football team at the end of the day, and I think that's going to get them a win in this one. I think there's the better all-around team. Quarterback play is probably pretty equal, but I have full faith in Chandler Morris and what he can do, and their running back in Jamari Taylor, who's been amazing for them this year. But at the same time, Duke's offense is amazing. They're really good, but
They did a good offense, yeah.
their defense has held them back many times. But I'm going to be taking Virginia in this one.
I'm gonna say Virginia as well. I think Virginia has a lot more strengths compared to Duke.
Yeah, this would be
Duke might
big.
try to they're trying to make it a game. Dude, I think Virginia's gonna win by 2 scores at least.
Does that
Um,
mean Virginia gets in the playoffs?
dude, I don't know. I think so. Maybe over Miami. I don't know.
No, because it'll be the two conference champions that make it in, and those two are the highest, which it'll be either Tulane or UNT probably, or Virginia or James Madison.
There's no way they get to group of fives. No way.
Yeah, the only way that happens is if Duke wins,
Even then, I think they would put Miami or BYU in over. Uh,
they had to put the conference champions in.
do they really? Even
Yeah,
if Duke
because
is,
on the bracket that just came out, there was the 10 teams and then there was two left and it was like the conference champion and it was blank.
dude, I don't
So
know. That's weird.
on Sunday we'll see what
We'll,
happens.
yeah, we'll see. Our next game, probably the most important group of five,
100%.
conference championship, Tulane versus UNC. We
Both
think
of the
most
coaches
likely,
are gone. I
yeah,
mean,
both of their, I mean,
I mean,
they'll be there,
they're
yeah,
coaching the game, but they're
but this
gone.
could be their last game with their teams. But yeah, most likely the winner of this should get a playoff bid.
Hmm.
Um, Tulane looked really good. You know, they got BYU's old quarterback. He had an incident at BYU, so he had to transfer. And then North Texas Messmaker, that boy is a baller. He
The
is not going to
dog.
be at North Texas next year. I can tell you that right now. Wouldn't shock me if he goes to Oklahoma State, follows his coach. We'll see. But yeah, it's gonna be a big game. Should be a lot of points scored. Should be a fun game. Is this game? Okay, yeah, it's at Tulane. I was about to say, I'm like,
Yeah,
they don't have a host site, right?
because it's the American.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I like North Texas a lot. I mean, they're like a really fun
I
team to
do
watch.
too.
They score a lot of points.
I think the story of Drew Messamaker is so good, and the thing is, they're both very good, but I don't know. I just feel like I mean, North Texas offense has been so good this year, from Drew Messamaker to Caleb Hawkins to Chris Young. They have been so electric this year. But Tulane, they have ranked in the top 20 for multiple weeks at a time, and the committee has just loved Tulane week in and week out for some reason. I don't know the logic behind it. I mean, they're good. I mean, I don't understand like what their criteria is.
It's because they beat USC, bro. Like,
Yeah, apparently.
like 3 years ago.
But personally for me, I'm riding with North Texas. I've liked them this whole year, and I think of them in the playoffs. I mean, hear me out. They might get killed in the first round,
They
but
might,
they will be there. I'm taking North Texas in this one.
for sure. I'm gonna take North Texas in this as well. I really like their offense and how they've been playing recently. Tulane has a good defense. They're a good team. They're at home,
Hmm.
so it wouldn't shock me if Tulane won this game at all.
New
But yeah,
Orleans.
North Texas, they do have that one loss, but I know they lost by a lot. But if you really watch the game, they were in that game until the third quarter, and then they just had some errors happen. But yeah, North Texas is a good football team. I think they're gonna go into Tulane. Should be a fun, close game, and I
Hmm.
think North Texas is gonna win this
It's
football game.
tonight, Friday night.
Friday night action. Let's go. All right.
Right.
And then our second group of five game that we're going to talk about is Troy versus James Madison. I mean, the winner of this, okay, Troy's not going to get into the playoffs. I doubt that. James Madison, like you said, there could be a small window for them. If some chaos happens, we'll see. But James Madison, they've been good ever since they joined the FBS. You know, Kirk Cignetti, coach there. Now their new coach is going to where's their coach headed?
I forgot, but do you know who just got hired at James Madison?
Was it Billy Napier?
Billy Napier on a 5-year deal.
Hey, dude, that's a solid program, bro.
It
I'm telling
is.
you, one day if they like, I don't know if you've seen their football
They
stadium.
are consistently good.
They have a very big football stadium for their size. On one side, it's like a huge bleacher. If they do that on the other side, bro, I'm telling you, bro, they're gonna be an FB or not, excuse me, they're gonna be a power forward team one of these days. Once
Maybe they could
more
help
realignment
rebuild
happens.
the ACC. You never
That's what I'm
know.
saying. Because
And,
you know, I've heard some rumors about the ACC. So
and remember, I think what in like a year or two, the Pac-12 was really trying to make a comeback because
okay,
like
but
Boise.
like, bro, think about that. Think about that flight, bro. You're flying from where's
I
James Madison?
mean,
I think it's in like
you know who's in the ACC with Cal?
who?
Cal is in the ACC.
Oh yeah. I know, but like, dude, can you imagine
Uh,
flying from like I think they're in like North Carolina or like Virginia. Imagine
yeah,
flying
I
from
mean,
Virginia.
I could definitely see him as an ACC team in a few years.
Yeah, if there's some realignment for sure. But yeah, this should be a fun game. Or not, excuse me,
Yeah.
Tulane. James Madison's a good football team.
I mean, I don't know too much about Troy, to be honest. I haven't really followed Troy. I mean, I feel like everyone's seen James Madison because they just win all these games. But honestly, in this one, I'm definitely taking James Madison just because I think they're gonna like this says James Madison is with names has become the nation's one of the top defenses and has very explosive offense. But I don't know, man. I have to take James Madison in this one just because I think they're gonna overpower them and they've been so solid all year.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna take the Dukes in this. Like you said, I'm not too familiar with Troy. But I know James Madison's a good football team. They're gonna come in and 100 points to prove, and they should win this football game. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up our six conference championships. I know there's some more out there. We didn't get to some crazy seasons, good seasons from like teams like Kennesaw State, UNLV. So shout out to them. But that's gonna wrap up today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow us on X. Please subscribe. It's free, just one click of a button. We're gonna try to get a lot of content out for y'all during Christmas break. We're going through finals right now, so once we get through that, we'll pump out some content for y'all. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Y'all have a great day. Peace.
Peace.